Welcome into TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the Bears and the Vikings. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The Bears and the Vikings. Week 15, the Bears, as we look at the standings in the NFL right now, the Bears can clinch a wild card spot if they win today. There's the kickoff. Chicago will receive the opening kickoff. McNeil across the 20, 25, 30, and McNeil down the outside. He may go all the way. One man to beat. Down the sideline, and he finally gets tackled down at the Minnesota 12-yard line. Wow. Leon McNeil, a 78-yard return on the kickoff, all the way down to the Viking 12-yard line. Wow. So the Bears will have it in great field position to start things off. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. A sunny but cold afternoon here in Minnesota. 33 degrees at kickoff. Could be worse. There could be snow. On 1st and 10 from the 12, Tim Law, the quarterback, in his 12th year out of Army. Hands off to Zeke Dillon. And Dillon gets 2 yards to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8 on the tackle, Wayne Hull, in his 14th year out of Idaho. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Law takes the snap, hands off to McNeil up the middle, and McNeil down to the 3-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1. The Bears can actually get a first down. Third and 1 at the 3-yard line. Law in the shotgun on 3rd down. Law looks to the end zone, throws underneath to Seacrest. A flag is down. Seacrest caught the pass, but there is a penalty. And this may be coming back.
Holding offense.
Holding on Skylar Kaiser, the right tackle.
Still 3rd down.
That'll back it up. It'll be 3rd and 11 back at the 13-yard line. No touchdown. 6:54 left in the first quarter. Opening drive of the ball game. The Bears can get a first down at the 2-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Law in the shotgun. Law back. Looks downfield. Steps up. Throws underneath to Blackman, who gets down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Chicago. John Blackman, in his 13th year out of Colorado, makes the catch for the Bears. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bears at the 2-yard line. Tim Law under center. Law to McNeil, tries to get outside, and he gets hit for a 2-yard loss. Making the tackle, Montel Monroe, the 4th-year safety out of Florida State. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. Vikings defense trying to hold the Bears to a field goal. Second and goal from the 4-yard line. Under 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. Opening drive of the ball game. Law in the offset eye. Law fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws, dumps it off to Palmer. Palmer can't hold on, incomplete. It was broken up by number 31, Rashard Jones, the 8th-year safety out of Georgia. It'll be third and goal from the 4-yard line. On third down, Tim Law under center. Law looks to the end zone, throws a high pass, incomplete. Well covered by the Vikings. That'll bring up fourth and goal. In the Bears' opening drive, they're going to have to settle for 3. Alex Dominique tried to come down with it. Montel Monroe on the defense, incomplete. It'll be fourth and goal. Zach Jones will come out. This will be a 21-yard attempt to put the Bears on the board first. The kick is up, and it's good. The Bears' opening drive gives them a field goal. They lead it 3-0 with 5:36 to play here in the first quarter. Live from TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bears will clinch a wild card with a win today. They will clinch a playoff spot. They lead it 3-0. There's the kickoff. This will be fielded by Barker in the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and Minnesota will have it at their own 25-yard line. First and 10. Kevin Bickford, the 7th-year quarterback out of Army, will come out. Starting quarterback for the Vikings. Now, if the Vikings win, then they'll leapfrog the Bears because the Vikings will have won both matchups. They played back in week 1 in Chicago, and the Vikings won that game 24-13. So the Vikings would have the tiebreaker over the Bears if they were to win today. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford hands off to Anthony Lambos, and he gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 3 yards. It'll bring up second and 13 on the tackle. Parker Littleton, the second-year linebacker out of Indiana. Anthony Lambos, the third-year back out of Coastal Carolina. Every time Lambos has gone over 100 yards, the Vikings have won. Every time so far, including last week. Second and 13 at the 22-yard line. Bickford, play action. Throws downfield deep, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Andres Walters. Here's the Viking offense. Up front, Long, Blanchard, Valentine, Strong, and Brocious. And then it's North, Hinson, Lambos, Underwood, and Monterey. That'll bring up third and 13 for the Vikings at their own 22-yard line. Chicago up 3-0. Five receivers set wide. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Bickford, he's going to take off. And Kevin Bickford out to the 33-yard line. He's going to gain 11 yards. He'll be shy of the first down. It'll be 4th and 2. Littleton makes the tackle for the Bears. It'll be 4th down. The Vikings are going to have to punt. Zach Young, back to punt, gets the punt away. This will be fielded by McNeil at the 21, brings it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the Bears will have it, 1st and 10. So the Bears offense comes back out. .4:31 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. On a cold late afternoon. Tim Law in the shotgun on 1st down. Law fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws downfield. It's incomplete. He short hopped it. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Robert Seacrest, the 4th-year receiver out of Memphis, the intended receiver. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Law on 2nd down, throws underneath. It's intercepted by Dion Dial for the Vikings, who brings it back to the 25-yard line. Dion Dial, the linebacker, in his 3rd year out of San Jose State, picks it off, and now now the Vikings will have it at the Bear 25-yard line. 1st down, Vikings. A chance now for Minnesota to take the lead. The Vikings control their own destiny. They win this week and they win next week against Green Bay, and the Vikings are in as a wild card. They control their own destiny. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. The Vikings deep in Chicago territory, trying to capitalize off the interception. Bickford under center. Bickford to Lambos up the middle. Anthony Lambos down to the 16-yard line, a gain of 9. Make it 8. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 16-yard line. Gary Fensick came up to make the tackle, number 45, in his 7th year out of California. 2nd and 2 at the 16. Vikings come out, 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back, throws underneath. It's caught by Lambos, and he's in for the touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown catch by Anthony Lambos, and the Vikings take a 6-3 lead. They capitalize off the interception and get in for the touchdown. I hope Evil Dead's watching, wherever he may be. Davidson for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Vikings up 7-3, 3:46 left to play here in the first quarter. We're live from TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. Our good friend Evil Dead, he's been banned from Twitch for about, 9 more days, I think, somewhere in there. He can watch, though. He just can't interact. I'm sure he's watching. He saw his Jets beat the Patriots prior to this, and now his Vikings are playing. His 2 favorite teams. So the Vikings lead it 7-6. They'll kick off. Davidson kicks off. This will be fielded by McNeil at the 7-yard line over the 20-25, and McNeil out to the 29-yard line. First down, Chicago. Leon McNeil the rookie out of Missouri. Tim Law, the quarterback, in his 12th year out of Army. He's already announced his retirement. This will be his last season. He's hoping the Bears can make the playoffs. They're in if they win today as a wild card. The Bears will clinch a wild card with a win today. First and 10 from the 29. Tim Law in the shotgun. Law hands off to McNeil, and McNeil goes down. A 1-yard loss back to the 28-yard line. Coming in to make the tackle, number 27, Montel Monroe for the Vikings. A loss of a yard to be second and 11. The Vikings hosting Chicago this week. They host Green Bay next week. They win them both, they're in. It's that simple. Law in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. Law back to throw. Throws downfield, incomplete, nearly picked off again. Knocked down by number 21, Jeremy Bell, in his 3rd year out of Alabama. And that'll bring up 3rd and 11. That'll stop the clock for the moment. 3:10 left here in the first quarter. 3rd and 11 for the Bears at their own 28. Minnesota up 7-3. Law in the shotgun. Law back to throw. Looking, throws downfield, incomplete. He overthrew his intended receiver. It'll bring up 4th and 11. It was Darren Kell, the tight end. Or Troy Wallstrom, in his 11th year out of Army. Zach Wetzel back to punt. Wetzel gets the punt away. This will be inside the 10. It goes into the end zone. Touchback. Minnesota will have it at the 20-yard line. 2:58 left to play here in the first quarter. Vikings up 7-3. A huge game for both teams when it comes to the NFC wildcard playoffs. The Green Bay Packers have already won this division, but these two teams are fighting for a wildcard spot. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws downfield. It's caught by North down to the 41-yard line. James North, a 21-yard catch for the 9th-year receiver out of Florida. First down, Minnesota. The second game of our doubleheader today. The Jets, previous to this, beat the Patriots 34-27. The New York Jets have won the AFC East for the first time in 18 seasons. First and 10 from the 41. Bickford under center. Bickford to Lambos. And Lambos gets outside, down the sideline. Lambos down the sideline. One man to Big. He's in for the touchdown. A 59-yard touchdown run by Anthony Lambos down the sideline. And the Vikings take a 13-3 lead. Evil Dead, I hope you're watching. I'm sure he is. A 59-yard touchdown run by Anthony Lambos. He's well on his way to 100 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Wow. Tom Davidson for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Vikings lead by 2 scores. They lead by 11. 14-3. 2:19 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Week 15, here at Jammin' Sports. Wherever Evil Dead is, he's smiling right now. So far, it's been a good afternoon for Evil Dead. The Jets won earlier, and the Vikings are winning now. Davidson will kick off for the Vikings, up by 11. Fielded by Seacrest at the 5, over the 20, 25, 30. Robert Seacrest out to the 32-yard line. On the tackle, Dion Dial. First down, Chicago. Tim Law will come back out, the 12th-year quarterback out of Army. We're still in the first quarter. It's been a long first quarter. I'll tell you what, man, Madden 19 really looks good on the PS5. I highly recommend it. First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Law under center.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 30!
Law, three-step drop. Throws to the far side to Wallstra down the sideline. And Wallstra all the way down to the 48-yard line. Troy Wallstra, the 11th year tight end out of Army. He was a teammate of Law's at West Point for 3 seasons. That'll be a first down for the Bears. Under 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Chicago from their own 48-yard line, first and 10.
Let's go!
Law hands off to McNeil, and Leon McNeil gets 2 yards out to the 50-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Jeremy Bell on the tackle for the Vikings. This is one of our late afternoon games here in week 15, so the sun will go down during the course of this game. One of the 4 o'clock games. 2nd and 8 from the 50-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Law in the shotgun. Law back to throw. Down the middle to Seacrest, who gets out to the 45. A gain of 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. A gain of 6, actually. 3rd and 2 for the Bears coming up. One minute and counting here in the first quarter. 3rd and 2 for Chicago at the Vikings 45-yard line. Bears in the I formation. Law takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Chicago's going to have to punt. Zach Wetzel, the 3rd-year punter out of Arkansas, will come on. Oh my goodness, the Bears are going to try a 62-yard field goal. Zach Jones from 62 yards. The kick is up, and it's no good. That was not wise. It remains a 14-3 ball game. Vikings up. And now Minnesota's going to get the ball at the Chicago 48-yard line. That's why you don't kick field goals that long unless you absolutely have to. They didn't have to. So Minnesota's going to get the ball back in great field position at the Chicago 48-yard line with 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Minnesota already up 14-3. Evil Dead's probably saying, yeah, do that all day, Chicago. Four receivers set wide. Bickford under center. Bickford hands off to Lambos, and Anthony Lambos weaving his way down to the Chicago 41-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Lambos already has 72 yards rushing, and we're still in the first quarter. Well on his way to 100. Just needs 28 more. And remember, every time he rushes for 100 yards, the Vikings win. Every time so far. 2nd and 2, Bickford in the gun from the Chicago 41. Bickford to Lambos again. Lambos gets 2 yards down to the 39. And that's the end of the first quarter. Vikings up 14-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bears and the Vikings. We go to the second quarter. Minnesota leads it 14-3. It'll be 3rd and inches for the Vikings at the Chicago 39-yard line as we start the second quarter. Here on Jammin' Sports with the PS5 webcam on. On 3rd and inches, in the offset eye, Bickford under center. Bickford to Lambos up the middle, and Lambos to the 38-yard line. He's got the first down. No, he doesn't. I'm sorry. He comes up a yard short. He got a bad spot. They might want to review that. He got a really bad spot. It looked like he had the first down easily. Corey Walters came in and made the tackle, the 60-year linebacker out of Tulsa. It'll be 4th down. Wow. The Vikings are going to try a 55-yard field goal. What's wrong with these coaches? Davidson from 55. And it gets blocked. The Bears block it. So the Vikings come up empty on that drive. Let's watch the replay, see who blocked the kick. The kick was blocked by number 24, Cedric Mack, the 7th-year defensive back out of Louisville. It remains a 14-3 ball game. Vikings up here in the second quarter. Guys, I know I've said it many times, but I can't get over how good this game looks on the PS5. I mean, it looks so good. In high def, it looks so good. And the stream looks outstanding as well. The stream looks really good. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Tim Law in the shotgun. Wallster in motion. Law hands off to McNeil. And Leon McNeil gets a yard. That's it. It'll be 2nd and 9. Making the tackle, number 31, Rashard Jones. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Bears at the 47-yard line. 4 receivers set wide for the Bears on 2nd down. Law in the shotgun. Law hands off to McNeil, and McNeil gets to the Minnesota 47-yard line. A gain of 6. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. Ty Martin on the tackle, number 55, in his 2nd year out of Tennessee. .640 and counting. Law in the shotgun. Law back to throw. Throws down the middle to Palmer. And Palmer down to the 36-yard line. Tyler Palmer, the 2nd-year tight end out of Purdue. That's going to be an 11-yard gain. 1st down, Chicago. Into Viking territory now. Ty Martin makes the tackle. Once again, if the Bears come back and win, they clinch a wild card. The Vikings control their own destiny. If they win this week and next week, they're in as a wild card. Law in the eye. Fakes the handoff. Throws downfield. It's nearly picked off. Broken up by Kendall Rawlings, the rookie out of Georgia Tech. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line. The Vikings play Green Bay at home next week to wrap up the regular season. And that could be for a playoff spot. And that's the final Monday night game of the regular season. That'll be the Monday night game next week. 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Law under center. Law to McNeil up the middle, and McNeil down to the 31-yard line, a gain of 5. The Bears putting together a nice drive here. Jim Florence makes the tackle, number 50, in his 3rd year out of Wake Forest. A gain of 5 to bring up 3rd and 5. They're at the Viking 31-yard line. Law in the gun. Law back to throw. Throws down the middle, is caught by Wallstra. And Troy Wallstra all the way down to the 10-yard line. A 21-yard gain for the big tight end in his 11th year out of Army. First down, Chicago. That'll definitely move the chains. 5:15 and counting here in the first half. First and goal for the Bears now at the 10-yard line. Just inside the 10. Bears trying to make this a one-score game. Law in the shotgun with 3 backs around him. Testerman goes out in motion. Law hands off to Dillon. And Zeke Dillon, no gain. On the tackle, Jeremy Bell for Minnesota be 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line. 4:45 and counting in the first half. On 2nd and goal, 4 receivers wide. Law in the gun. Law pump fakes, throws, and it's nearly picked off by Bell. He knocks it down. He should have caught it. He'd still be running if he did. That would have been a pick 6 the other way. He couldn't hold on. He nearly deflected it to number 29, Nathan Hewitt. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. 4 receivers set wide. Law in the gun. Law looking, throws to the near side. Dillon out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Zeke Dillon on the catch. But he's going to be well shy of the end zone. Just a gain of 2 yards. It'll be 4th and goal at the 8. The Vikings defense holds. And the Bears are going to have to kick a field goal. Zach Jones will come on. This will be from 24 yards. Make it 25. To make it a one-score game. Kick is up. And it's good. The Bears now trail by 8. It's a one-score game, one-possession game. The Vikings lead it 14-6. 4:13 left to play here in the first half. Live from TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got Sports Davis in the house watching the game on my new PS5 with the new camera, the high-def camera, and my new backdrop, which I like. Zach Wetzel will kick off for Chicago. Fielded by Barker at the 5-yard line. Aaron Barker brings it out to the 29-yard line. The 5th-year receiver out of Pittsburgh, the former Jet. Played 4 years with the Jets, now in his first year with Minnesota. 1st and 10 Vikings. Up by 8 at their own 29-yard line. Still 4:09 left to play here in the first half. Plenty of time for Minnesota to get a score. first and 10. In the I formation, Bickford under center. Bickford hands off to Lambos, and Lambos gets a couple of yards to the 31. He's at 76 yards rushing on the day right now. He's 24 for 100. And of course, you know what happens if he gets 100. You can lock it in. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Vikings at their own 31-yard line. 3:45 and counting. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford hands off to Lambos up the middle. He's got very close to the first down out to the 40-yard line. He's got it. A gain of 9 yards. He's up to 84 yards on the day. First down, Vikings at their own 40-yard line. The Bears clinch a wild card if they win. The Vikings clinch a wild card if they win today and win next week. Bickford under center. Hands off to Lambos. And Lambos gets back to the line of scrimmage. Well, gets a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. That puts Lambos at 85 yards rushing. Under 3 minutes left here in the first half. Vikings up 14-6. They spread the receivers wide. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford fakes the handoff inside. Throws deep downfield. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Knocking it away, number 29, Cameron Norris, the third-year defensive back out of the University of Buffalo. James Monterey, the intended receiver. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. I'm telling you guys, forget Madden 23. Get a copy of Madden 19 and put it on the PS4, or PS5, excuse me. Put it on the PS5. It's above and beyond better than Madden 23. 3rd and 9 from the 41-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Throws, gets it out to Lambos. He's across midfield. And Lambos to the 40-yard line. A 19-yard gain by Anthony Lambos. He's over 100 all-purpose yards already. But it'll be a Minnesota first down. 2:20 and counting, coming up on the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Vikings come out. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the gun. Bickford fakes the handoff inside, throws, gets it to Underwood. Lost it Underwood, the tight end, out of bounds at the 22-yard line. The 5th-year tight end out of Iowa, Underwood, his first catch of the day, good for 18 yards and a Viking first down. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 2:02 left here in the first half. First and 10 Vikings. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. Vikings lead 14-6 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. The Vikings and the Bears. Vikings lead at 14-6 here at the 2-minute warning in the first half. The Bears trying to clinch a playoff spot with a win today. They've got their hands full with the Vikings. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford hands off to Lambos. No gain. In fact, he loses a yard back to the 23-yard line. On the tackle, Parker Littleton, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Indiana. That'll bring up 2nd and 11. Both teams have 3 timeouts. A minute 40 and counting. On 2nd down, Bickford in the gun.
Come on, let's go.
Bickford, high snap, hands off to Lambos. He gets nailed. Lambos is now down to 80 yards rushing. On the tackle, number 96, Cedric Henderson, the former Dolphin, in his 10th year out of Hampton. It'll be 3rd and 15. It's a loss of 4 yards on the play. Lambos now needs 20 yards for 100. 3rd and 15 at the 27-yard line. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Steps up. Bickford's going to take off, maybe. Yep. And he gets down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 3 is going to bring up 4th and 12. The Bears take a timeout. They want to have time to possibly score before halftime. But Minnesota's going to come out on 4th and 12. This will be a 41-yard field goal attempt by Tom Davidson, the 7th-year kicker out of UCLA. It'll be 4th and 12. Scott Williams to hold. And the kick is good. The Vikings go up by 11 once again, 17-6. A 2-score lead with 54 seconds left to play here in the first half. Live from TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. So the Bears, they have 2 timeouts, 54 seconds to work with. See if they can score before halftime. Davidson kicks off. Fielded in the end zone by Seacrest. He'll down it. It'll be a touchback, and the Bears will get it at their own 25-yard line. 54 seconds left until halftime. The Bears offense comes out. The Bears come in at 8-6, trying to wrap up a wild card in the NFC. The Vikings at 7-7. But if the Vikings win out, in other words, if they win today and win next week against Green Bay, they're in as a wild card at 9-7. They have the tiebreakers over the 49ers and the Panthers. 1st and 10 from the 25. Law back to throw. Law throws, and it's incomplete, nearly picked off by Jeremy Bell. In other words, the Vikings control their own destiny. Win next week, and you're in. It's that simple. However, if they lose today or next week, they could be not in, depending on what else happens. Of course, the Bears are in if they win. 3 receivers to the far side. Law in the gun. Law hands off to McNeil up the middle. And Leon McNeil to the 35-yard line. The Bears take a timeout. It's a gain of 10 yards for McNeil and a Chicago first down. They have 1 timeout left with 43 seconds left here in the first half. I mentioned this before in the Jet game, but it bears mentioning right now. The PS5 that I bought yesterday, it comes with Madden 23. I went ahead and loaded it for the PS5 version, and I was blown away by how cartoony the player models are. I mean, I was really disappointed. Law in the shotgun. Law back to throw. Throws to Seacrest to the 41-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 41. Bears in the hurry up. Law in the shotgun. Law back to throw. Throws downfield, incomplete. Short hop it. In fact, the player models for the PS4 version of Madden 23 look better than the player models for the PS5 version. They just look hokey. 27 seconds left in the half. 3rd and 5. Law in the gun. Law back to throw. Throws downfield. Is caught by Seacrest. Out to the 48-yard line. And Chicago will take their final timeout with 21 seconds left. They have it at the Minnesota 48-yard line. It was a gain of 13 yards on the play to the Minnesota 48-yard line. The Bears are out of timeouts. 21 seconds until halftime. Minnesota up by 11. The Bears come out with 4 receivers set wide. Law in the shotgun. Law looking, rolls out, throws back across to McNeil. It's intercepted by Vernon. The Vikings get it back on the deflection. Chris Vernon, the defensive tackle, was in the right place at the right time. Picks it off for Minnesota. And the Vikings now have it at midfield with 14 seconds left here in the first half. It was deflected off the running back, Zeke Dillon, right to Chris Vernon's hands. First down, Vikings at the 50-yard line. The Vikings, they have timeouts. They can throw it downfield and get the field goal range. Bickford under center. Bickford drops back, throws, dumps it off to Kell, and Darren Kell to the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 to be 2nd and 5. The Vikings are going to be content. No, they're going to take a timeout with 3 seconds left. The Vikings might try a long field goal here before halftime. They're at the 45. This would be a 62-yard field goal attempt right before halftime. Tom Davidson will come out. This will be from 62 yards, unless they try a Hail Mary instead. Nope, they're going for the field goal from 62 yards right before halftime. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it's no good. We go to halftime. Your halftime score, Minnesota 17, Chicago 6, here at Gammon Sports. And welcome back to TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. The Vikings lead the Bears 17-6 in a game that both teams really need to have. The Bears clinch a wild card with a win, but they're in trouble if they lose. The Vikings, if they win today and win next week, they clinch a wild card. But they'll be in trouble if they lose. The Vikings will get the second half kickoff. Zach Wetzel will kick off for the Bears. The Vikings up by 11. There's the kickoff by Wetzel. Fielded by Simmons. Jarvis Simmons held down at the end zone. Touchback. And the Vikings will take over at their own 25-yard line. First and 10, 8 minutes on the clock. A loss would really hurt the Bears big time. The Bears have the tiebreaker over the Panthers, but they do not have the tiebreaker over the Vikings if they lose this game. Kevin Bickford in the offset eye. On first down, hands off to Lambos. And Lambos out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 6. He's out to 86 yards rushing. Just needs 14 yards. If you're wondering why we keep track of Anthony Lambos' yardage, it's because every time he rushes for 100 yards, the Vikings win. Every time so far in his career. Just want to see if the streak stays alive. On 2nd and 4, Bickford to Lambos again, and Lambos, no gain. He's tackled down by number 94, Josh Gallows, in his 4th year out of Auburn. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Big third down for Minnesota. 4 receivers set wide. Bickford in the gun. Bickford back. Bickford rolling around in trouble. And he's going to get sacked back at the 18-yard line. A 13-yard sack by number 96, Cedric Henderson, for the Bears. Make that a 13-yard sack. It'll bring up 4th and 17 for Minnesota. The Vikings go 3 and out on their first drive of the second half, and they're going to have to punt. Just look at the player models here for Madden 19 and compare them with 23. It's night and day. Young gets the punt away, fielded by McNeil, who brings it back to the 39-yard line. Leon McNeil, the rookie out of Missouri. First down, Chicago. Tim Law comes back out. There's his numbers on the day, 2 picks. Not a good day for Tim so far. But the Bears are down by just 11. It's a 2-possession game, 6:36 left here in the third quarter. See if the Bears can get back in this one. Five receivers wide, empty backfield for Law. Law looking, steps up, throws deep downfield, and it's broken up. Incomplete. Kason Sheed, in his 2nd year out of Iowa, breaks it up. The defensive back, Leon McNeil, was the intended receiver, the running back down the sideline. 2nd and 10 for Chicago. At their own 39-yard line. Bears come out on 2nd and 10. 4 receivers set wide. Law in the shotgun. Law looking, throws underneath to Wallstrip. Incomplete. Ty Martin broke up the pass. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. Ty Martin, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Tennessee. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Chicago. Bears come out. Tim Law in the shotgun. Law back to throw. Rolls out. Throws downfield. Is caught by Wallstrip out at the 48-yard line. A gain of 9. He's going to be just shy of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th and 1. And Chicago's going to have to punt. Back to punt, Zach Wetzel, in his 3rd year out of Arkansas. Gets the punt away. Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. So he pins the Vikings inside the 20. First down, Minnesota. They'll start from their own 18-yard line. We're live from TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. Vikings up by 11, 17-6. Vikings trying to upset Chicago's playoff chances. Kevin Bickford under center for Minnesota. Bickford to Lambos up the middle. Lambos a big gain. Lambos out to the 35-yard line. He goes over 100 on the day. A 17-yard gain. And Anthony Lambos is over that magic number, 100 yards rushing. The Vikings never lose when he rushes for 100 yards. So where Evil Dead's going. Yeah. Vikings will have it at their own 35. 1st and 10. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Throws downfield to Underwood. Down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 7 will be 2nd and 3. Lost to Underwood in his 5th year out of Iowa, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd and 3. .520 and counting. Here in the 3rd quarter. Bickford in the shotgun on 2nd down. Bickford to Lambos. And Lambos no gain. Actually, he gained a yard. It'll be 3rd and 2. Parker Littleton on the tackle, number 54. It'll bring up 3rd and 2 at the 42-yard line. Under 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. In the offset eye, Bickford under center. Bickford hands off to Lambos, and he's going to lose a yard back to the 41-yard line. Actually loses 2 yards. David Harrelson makes the tackle, the strong safety, in his 5th year out of Oregon State on the safety blitz. Lambo's still over 100. He's at 102, though. You don't want to get under 100 yards. It'll be 4th and 4. The Vikings are going to punt. Zach Young back to punt. Gets the punt away. And this will be fielded by McNeil at the 16th. And he brings it out to the 29-yard line. First down, Chicago. The Bears still down by 2 possessions, 2 scores. Down 17-6. With 4:17 left to play in the 3rd quarter. They'll start from their own 29-yard line. If the Bears can come back and win this, they lock up a wild card spot. Tim Law in the shotgun on 1st down. Law looking, throws, dumps it off, incomplete. Looking for Jim Lincoln, the tight end, the rookie out of Michigan State, and he missed him. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock, 4:14 left. Here in the 3rd. 4 receivers set wide for the Bears. Law in the gun. Law hands off to McNeil up the middle. Leon McNeil out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 15 yards and a Chicago first down. The rookie out of Missouri, Leon McNeil, the 1st-round draft pick during the offseason. First down, Chicago. I want to take this opportunity to say Happy New Year to everybody, as it's New Year's Eve. Law under center. Hands off to Dillon, and Zeke Dillon makes his way out to the 47-yard line. We have an injury timeout. Dillon was shaken up on the play. Dillon will have to go to the sideline. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Bears at their own 47-yard line. The next game on the schedule is Dallas at Denver. We'll probably get to it tomorrow. I just don't know what time. My schedule's in a bit of a flux tomorrow. We'll try to get to it at some point. Most likely in the evening time. Dallas can tie the Giants for first place in the NFC East if they beat the Broncos tomorrow. Law in the shotgun on 2nd and 7. Law hands off to McNeil. And McNeil to the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. Ty Martin on the tackle, number 55 for the Vikings. 3:25 and counting here in the third quarter. Vikings up 17-6. The Bears come out. Law in the shotgun. Law looking. Steps up. Throws downfield. It's caught by Blackman. All the way down to the 30-yard line. John Blackman, the 13th year receiver out of Colorado. A gain of 20 yards and a Chicago first down. The former Buccaneer, John Blackman, spent 12 years with Tampa Bay. Now in his first year with the Bears. 2:50 left to play here in the third quarter. Minnesota up 17-6. Law in the shotgun on first down. Law to McNeil. And McNeil, a 3-yard gain to the 27. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. Ty Martin again on the tackle, number 55 for Minnesota. .2:15 and counting in the third quarter. Law in the shotgun on 2nd down. Law back to throw. Throws to the far side. It's caught by Dominique. Touchdown, Chicago. A 27-yard touchdown catch by Alex Dominique. And that gets the Bears back in the game. Alex Dominique in his 5th year out of Bethune-Cookman. A 27-yard touchdown catch. And now the Bears are down by 5. They'll go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game. This will be a 2-point conversion attempt by Chicago coming up. Try to make it a 3-point game. The Bears come out with 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Law takes the snap, looks to the end zone, throws to Wallstra. The 2-point conversion is good. And the Bears pull to within 3. The Vikings lead at 17-14 with 2:08 left to play here in the third quarter. We're live from TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. So the Bears make it a 1-score game. We've got ourselves a ball game now. Zach Wetzel will kick off for Chicago, now down by 3 with 2:08 left. There's the kickoff. This will be fielded by Barker in the end zone. Touchback. And the Vikings will have it at their own 25-yard line. Only up by 3, 17-14. Anthony Lambos at 102 yards rushing at the moment for Minnesota. They have never lost when Lambos has rushed for 100 yards or more. Right now they lead by 3. He's like a good luck charm or something. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Bickford in the eye. Bickford hands off to Lambos, tries to get outside. Lambos gets the first down out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. That puts about 115 yards rushing on the day. And a first down for Minnesota. Vikings lead at 17-14 here late in the third quarter. Josh is in the house. Good to see you, Josh. First and 10 Vikings at their own 38. Bickford under center. 4 receivers wide. Fakes the handoff inside. Throws downfield. It's caught by Kell. Darren Kell, the tight end. In his 7th year out of Army. First down Vikings. So Josh is in the house. Good to see Josh in the house. If you missed the earlier game, Josh, the Jets defeated the Patriots 34-27. The Jets are now AFC East champions. First and 10 for the Vikings at the Chicago 45 in the offset eye. Bickford, play action, rolls out, throws downfield deep, incomplete. He was looking for James North. He overthrew him, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock. The Cowboys will probably play tomorrow night. I'm only doing 2 games today. It's New Year's Eve. We're going out tonight. 2nd and 10 from the 45. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Throws to Black. And Brian Black down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Brian Black in his 6th year out of Oklahoma State. They want to go out tonight, so we're going out. So just doing these 2 games today. I don't know when I'll be doing the Cowboy game tomorrow, but in all likelihood it'll be tomorrow. On 3rd and 5, Bickford in the gun. Bickford looking. Gets it out, incomplete. Since when? Since I got a PS5 and a PS5 camera. That's separate from the microphone. It's a much better camera also. It'll be 4th down. The Vikings are going to have to punt. Zach Young gets the punt away. And that goes out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Nice punt by Young. The Bears are going to be stuck at their own 2. But Chicago now just down by 3 points. Once again, if the Bears win, they wrap up a wild card spot. They clinch a wild card. They'll be in the playoffs. If the Vikings win today and win next week against the Packers, then they're in the playoffs as a wild card. But the Vikings have to win both, starting with this one, or else they're in trouble. 1st and 10 for the Bears at the 2. Law in the gun. From his end zone, throws out to Seacrest. And Robert Seacrest gets some breathing room. A 10-yard gain, actually a 9-yard gain. Out to the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd and inches. And that, my friends, will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Vikings up 17-14 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to TCF Bank Stadium. Minneapolis, Minnesota, Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. The Redskins beat the Giants. So if the Cowboys beat the Broncos tomorrow, then they'll be tied. And the winner of next week's game between the Cowboys and the Giants will win the NFC East. It's a winner-take-all game next week if the Cowboys win. 2nd and inches from the 12-yard line. Law under center. Law back to throw. Throws, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Dion Dial, the linebacker, knocks it down, and that'll bring up 3rd and inches. Yep, the Redskins upset the Giants earlier this week. It's in the video section if you want to check it out. But both the Giants and the Cowboys are already in, at least as a wild card. Both the Giants and the Cowboys are already in the playoffs. It's just a matter of there'll be a division champ or wild card. 3rd and inches from the 12. Law in the gun. Hands off to McNeil. And McNeil down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Chicago. If the Bears win this game, they win a wild card spot. And we'll know 5 of the 6 teams in the NFC playoffs if the Bears win. We know the Saints are in. They've won the West. The Packers are in. They've won the Central. Both Dallas and the Giants fighting for the East, but they're both in. And if the Bears win, they're in. So that would just leave one playoff spot open. Law back to throw on first down. Underneath the Wallstra, incomplete. Ty Martin knocks it away, number 55. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. That is true, Josh. That is true. 3 receivers to the near side. Law in the gun. Law back to throw. Throws down the middle. He's wide open. Wallstra out to the 38-yard line. A 21-yard gain to Troy Wallstra, the 11th year tight end out of Army. First down, Bears out to their own 38-yard line. Now, whoever loses this game, whether it be Minnesota or Chicago, they're going to be hurting. They're going to need help to make the playoffs. First and 10, Chicago at their own 38. Down by 3. Tim Law in the shotgun. Law back to throw. Looks downfield. It's caught by Wallstra. He had Jeremy Bell hanging all over him, and he still caught the pass. A gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. Clock is running. 6:40 and counting. Vikings up 17-14. It's been a hard-fought game. 4 receivers set wide. Law in the gun. Law fakes the handoff, throws, gets it out to Palmer. Out to the 48, a gain of 6. Make it a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 1. Tyler Palmer on the catch. The 2nd-year tight end out of Purdue. Yeah, you're right, Josh. You're right. It'll be 3rd and 1. Bears in the offset eye. Law under center. Law to McNeil around the outside, and McNeil's got the first down. He gets a yard to the 49-yard line. First down, Bears. I know it's a little thing, but having officials on the field in a Madden football game, I like it so much. Ever since Madden 20, they took the officials off the field. That official, he waved first down at the end of that play. 1st and 10 from the 49. Law in the gun. Law back to throw. Looks downfield, throws. It's caught by Dominique. All the way down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 16 yards and a Chicago first down. When you're winning, the other team doesn't come back. That can be pretty bad after a while. Let me ask you something, Josh. How do you like the backdrop? Does it look good? I made it myself. First and 10 from the 33-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Law in the gun. Law back to throw. Gets it out to Weavers inside the 20. And Weavers down to the 17-yard line. Chris Weavers, the rookie out of Florida, the wide receiver, his first catch of the day. And it's a Chicago first down. The Bears are in field goal range. If nothing else, they can tie it up. We're about halfway through the fourth quarter. Cowboys wallpaper. Well, I try to represent everybody back then. The whole NFL. I need one for baseball. I need one for basketball. First and 10 from the 17. Law to Dillon. And Dillon is going to lose 4 yards back to the 21-yard line. Jeremy Bell makes the tackle. Actually, Rashard Jones, number 31, on the tackle. It'll be a loss of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 14 for the Bears back at the Minnesota 21. 4:10 and counting. Vikings up by 3. Got need one for hockey too. Law in the shotgun. Hands off to McNeil. And McNeil down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. Leon McNeil, the rookie running back out of Missouri. On 3rd down. Law back to throw. Throws outside to McNeil, down the sideline, inside the 10. Close to the marker, down to the 7-yard line. No, I didn't forget. I didn't mean to. It's enough for the first down. They got an 8-yard gain down to the 7-yard line. First down, Chicago. 1st and goal. The Bears are now thinking about taking the lead. Remember now, if Chicago wins, they clinch a wild card berth. They're in the playoffs, no matter what happens next week. 1st and goal from the 7. Law looking, throws underneath. It's knocked away, incomplete. Jim Florence, the linebacker, number 50, in his 3rd year out of Wake Forest, knocks it away. All right. You need to get some better internet, from what I've seen. Law under center. Law throws inside to Weavers, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and goal. The PS5 has a digital assistant. It thought I was calling its name. It chimed in. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. 5 receivers set wide. Law in the shotgun. 3rd and goal from the 7. Law looking, throws, incomplete. The Viking defense makes a goal line stand. And now Chicago will have to kick the field goal to tie it up. Zach Jones will come out. This will be a 24-yard attempt to tie the game up. From 24 yards. There's the snap, kick is up, and it's good. The Bears and the Vikings are tied at 17 with 2:54 left to play here in regulation. Live from TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. Also the home of the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. So the Bears have tied it up. We're tied at 17. Zach Wetzel will kick off for Chicago. 2:54 remaining. Both teams have 3 timeouts. There's the kick by Wetzel. Fielded by Barker at the 7 over the 20, 25, 30. Aaron Barker out to the 31-yard line. The Vikings, all they need is a field goal to retake the lead. They'll be starting at their own 31-yard line. It's been a good game. Both games today have been really good. That Jet-Patriot game went back and forth. The Jets won that game earlier today, 34-27. It's in the video section if you want to check it out. 1st and 10. Bickford in the shotgun. Bickford back. Looks downfield. Throws to the near side. Is caught by Lawson Underwood. Down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 6 and bring up 2nd and 4. 2:35 in counting. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. It'll be here soon. It'll be 2nd and 4. Teams always make a comeback. Not always. Not always. In the I formation, Bickford under center. He'll hand off to Lambos. And Lambos gets a yard out to the 38-yard line. And that's it. On the tackle, Josh Gallows in his 4th year out of Auburn. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. We're tied at 17 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to TCF Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Week 15 here at Jammin' Sports. The 8-6 Bears, the 7-7 Vikings. Bears trying to lock up a wild card. Third and 3 for the Vikings at their own 38. Bickford to Lambos, and Lambos goes nowhere. No gain. Chicago's going to take a timeout to stop the clock with 1:57 left. They're going to get the ball back. The Vikings are going to have to punt. Oh man, it'd be something if the Vikings lost this game. They were up 17-6 at one point. In fact, the Vikings were up 17-6 at halftime. It's been all Chicago here in the second half. Zach Young back to punt for the Vikings on 4th and 4. Gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone. Touchback. Chicago will get it at their own 20-yard line with 1:50 left to play. Tim Law comes out. A chance now for the Bears to win it in regulation. All they need is a field goal. Excuse me. The Bears have 2 timeouts. They'll start from their own 20-yard line. Josh rooting for the Bears to try to lock up a wild card. Tim Law in the shotgun. Law throws across the middle to McNeil down to the 27-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bears in the hurry-up. Law in the shotgun on 2nd down. Takes the snap. Looks downfield. Throws to Wallstra. He's got the first down. Out to the 38-yard line, a gain of 11. The Bears stay in the hurry-up. 1:25 in counting. Law in the shotgun on 1st down. Law back to throw. Rolls out. Throws to McNeil. McNeil all the way out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 10. Another Chicago first down. They stay in the hurry-up. 1st and 10 from the 48. Law in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out. And he's going to throw across the field. It's caught by Seacrest. Down to the 30-yard line. And the Vikings take a timeout. That's a 22-yard gain by Robert Seacrest. And the Vikings take a timeout to conserve time in case the Bears score. Chicago is going to come back and win this game, I get the feeling. They're in field goal range. It would be a 47-yard attempt from here. 57 seconds left. We're tied at 17. The Bears from the Viking 30-yard line in the I formation. Law hands off to McNeil, and he goes down, and he's going to lose a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. The Vikings take their second timeout. 54 seconds left. It'll be second down. Can the Bears pull this out and clinch a wild card spot? It's a long timeout. Now we're ready to go. 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line. Tim Law in the shotgun, 3 backs around him. Testament in motion. Law hands off to Zeke Dillon, and Dillon makes his way down to the 28-yard line. The Vikings take their final timeout to conserve time with 49 seconds left. If the Vikings don't take the timeouts, the Bears will run the clock down and kick a field goal. So they're forced to take a timeout. It was a gain of 3 yards. It would be 3rd and 8 at the 28-yard line. This would be a 45-yard field goal attempt from this point. Minnesota's out of timeouts. The Bears and the Vikings are tied at 17. On 3rd and 8. Law under center. Law hands off to Dillon up the middle, and Zeke Dillon, an 8-yard gain down to the 20-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Well, they were hoping that they could stop the Bears. Obviously, they didn't. The Vikings will get some time left on the clock after the Bears' field goal. Not much. Now, if they hadn't used their timeouts, then they wouldn't have any time left. So Zach Jones will come on. This will be a 37-yard attempt to give the Bears the lead. Clock is running. 6 seconds. The kick is up, and it's good. The Bears take the lead 20-17 with 3 seconds left. The Vikings led it 17-6 at halftime. 14 unanswered Chicago points here in the 4th quarter. And the Bears are 3 seconds away from locking up a playoff spot. There'll be a wild card. And the Vikings, they're not eliminated yet, but they're going to need some help. They'll need a lot of help. So Chicago, if they're smart, they'll squib it and force the Vikings to return it. Nope, they're going to kick it away. Fielded by Simmons over the 20, 25, 30. And that's it. The Bears win and clinch a wild card. Your final score, Chicago 20, Minnesota 17. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll be back tomorrow. We don't know the time yet, but just keep looking back. We'll figure it out. Y'all have a really good Happy New Year, and thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.